The Beatles poet could hide the spoils from Chitless, but not from... Come over here. Don't do anything I would. You getting by? Good luck to you.
An emperor cannot allow himself to become buried in the shadowed vaults of self-doubt, cannot allow thoughts of imagined disaster to spin about inside his mind like so many strife-splintered wheels. An emperor navigates his way through the terrors of perplexity with his eyes set firmly on the rising sun. must bear two blades. Hope in the left hand, surety in the right.
Play dead. Good doggy.
I'd question what I've become if I felt the need. I don't.
You there! Let me bend your ear for a minute. You've the look of someone spoiling for a fight. Takes one to know one, you see. I've set aside a nice, cozy spot there for a bit of a tussle. I'll meet you in there, shall I? So here's how this works. You take a crack at me, your very best shot. I make you fight for your life. Right now, I haven't quite decided exactly how. Just be ready for anything. I win, you die. You win, and I'm not actually sure, to tell the truth. Doesn't happen very often. Are you game? If you're going to lose, at least lose with style. Now that was a proper challenge. Well played, Exile. Well played. Come and have a chinwag with me in the San encampment sometime. I reckon we should get to know each other better.
Need some help? Be careful.
You looking sharp?
Bring me back something nice, huh?
Fighting is a necessity here in Rayclast. They come straight after breathing and right before eating on the how do I keep myself alive today list. Which reminds me, anytime you feel like a little pre-breakfast tussle, come and find me out there in San. I'll be happy to kick the sleep out of your eyes. Oh, and I'm not just good at killing people, you know. I'm also good at making things that kill people. It's a little hobby of mine, something I'm perfecting in preparation of hanging up my champion's mantle someday. And the funny thing is, the more killing I do...
There's a familiar face. Before you say anything, yes, I did try to kill you. Inexcusable. I allowed pragmatism to overcome honor in a moment of desperation. Please accept my deepest apologies. And what do you say? Can the two of us make a fresh start? Marvelous! Now, as you've clearly noticed, the Allflame has given me another respite from oblivion. Interested, are we? Oh, splendid! In return, I have a gift or two that I may bestow upon you with a click of my translucent fingers. All you need do is furnish... Will you look at that? The Decanter Spiritus. As exquisite...
Not a speck of dust or brick out of place. Someone's got too much time on their hands. your mana. I need more pockets.
What's up?
You getting by?
over here, exile. There's culling to be done, and I have just the foul flock in mind. I've a certain pack of vermin in mind. A truly twisted and ravenous lot. To help you out, I'm going to share a little trick.
You are not a cockroach. Strange. Inundated with cockroaches I am. Black ones, 4 limbs, nasty, spiky things. Are you spiky? If so, my ribbons will pluck your spines. Malachi liked spines. Liked my spine. Pretty spine. Bejeweled and bountiful. Enough to make an empire weep. Do you weep, not a cockroach? I do. Tears are infinite. Why, on this very day I found a new reason to cry. What is that you have? Not a cockroach? My ribbons spool. Those black ones wanted them, my ribbons. Wanted to wrap the city in black ribbons. Now they are my ribbons forevermore. Forevermore. I hate... The cockroaches will come again. They want the twist. That cockroach emperor. The other bugs shout his name. Ravicius. Cross the river, squash the emperor cockroach in his nest. The bridge. It is barricaded. That spawns a tricky question. Questions. Questions. I asked too many questions. Chit has told me so. I asked where it all went. Our feculence. He made them show me. Under the river. The sewers from this side to that. Filthy, fetid tunnels like a rower's cloaca. A black place, crawling with the undying. Once beautiful and arrogant gemlings, now the foul waste of the Empire. Fitting, isn't it? Apt. 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 I like you. A dash of arcanity. Leave me. Not a cockroach.
I awoke, feverish and barely conscious. I set to drawing these maps through the sable hours. By morning, my fingers ached, my eyes burned, yet still I found no rest. The reverie commanded its rendering. The reverie device now stands completed. I've placed the first of my maps within its receptacle. I've taken my maiden voyage into Nightmare.
Come on.
You've a creature by creature, we'll put this land to rights. You know, I really do like the way this partnership's working out. I think it's time we made it a bit more.
Hey, now I've got a microphone. Desktop audio. What about you? Okay, desktop audio is good. Alright. So I've been talking to myself for an hour or two. That's always fun. Oh. There's the money I've got to work with. I'm gonna end up specializing in daggers for the crit. So I might as well start now. Alright, well I am not spending chaos yet, but I could spend alks on weapons. Huh. What a strange weapon. Let's give it a go. Yeesh, drops down quite a bit from there. Okay, good. Somebody took me up on it. That's odd. Shift click is not. Okay, it's. I have to space click. Oh, just have to do it outside of the trade window. Okay. So, let's see, what's our DPS gain? I'm gonna go from 441 to 621. Okay, that is significant. Ooh, it's a really slow dagger. That sucks. 1.2 attacks per second. That's kind of gross. Oh well. Let's do another search and see what we come up with. Maybe it's actually worth a chaos for... Ooh, with a 10% chance to poison. Yeah, I need that right now. Yeah, this guy gets his chaos. I mean... that's a pretty incredible weapon, and it's exactly what I need. Yep, 10% increased poison, attack speed. That thing's gonna be incredible. Alright, so need that whirling blades. Okay, that's Grace, I need that. Don't really need riposte. Or poison support on it for that matter. Alright, so you, my new friend. 621 becomes... What just went wrong? Oh no! I lost the int that I needed. Okay, so... Yeah! Yeah, that is a really good dagger. And it's a fast one. Okay, you know what? I wasted my alchemy orb on that other one. I just need another nice fast one of these daggers. Oh, but wow, there's such a drop off from the one I just got. They become a lot less good really quick. So that's the one I just bought. I could buy this one and it would provide its own intelligence for me to use it. Forget how fast boot knives are. They didn't list a price, so... Pure chaos was... What is a pure chaos? I don't even know what a pure chaos is. You know, I'm kind of tempted to pay the 1C, but... What is... Okay, bud. Why can I not link that? I don't remember. I don't remember commands in this game. How do you link that? See, that's why you should put prices on things so that there's no confusion. Do another search, see if anybody came online with something better. No, this is still the best one on there. Okay, I need to figure out what is it? POE.xyz. Is that the I need to find the currency exchange. I don't remember where it is. There used to be like a link here. Okay, currency.poe.trade is what it is. So what is the exchange rate? Okay, so it's oh shoot. Let's see if lowering my level range can actually end up finding a higher DPS dagger. I don't think it'll happen, but yeah, that's the one I've got. Yeesh, and they want all my chaos that I have left. I think I already messaged this person. Wow. Okay, this one's probably fine. Or actually that one is better. They didn't list a price, so I'll start the offer at 2 alc. Then I need to get on to finding other items. Need to get some resists going. And a proper 4-link chest. Oh, oops. I'm searching for a dagger. It'll end up... I'm almost positive it's going to end up being a chest piece that'll have what I actually need, but... guess it's possible something else would. I'll say with plus life. Okay, that absolutely works for me. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad either. Ooh, there we go, 2 resists. No movement speed, but 2 resists. Yeah, half the life that one's got, jeez. Alright, let's see. I got 48 results. Maybe I can narrow that down. So let's say minimum of 40 life on the items, see what that gets me. Oh, I did not show those with the links. So actually, that's what I should be doing. Okay, that's easier to deal with. Ooh, adds damage to attacks. Hmm? Okay, what's 5 alteration compared to a chaos? Now I gotta figure that out. Okay, so it's like 20 to 1. So yeah, that's a good deal. Let's see if I can get my hands on that. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Alright, so there's a huge DPS boost. Now I can pick my choice.
Watch yourself.
Not those. The heck? Where'd all my tab colors go? Oh, maybe I have to reset them in this mode. So, I could do void manipulation. I thought I had a poison. Like a vile toxins type deal. I thought I had something like that. Well, lesser poison is not going to do a whole lot for me there. Wonder if I can just... When does vile toxins become a choice? Let's find that out. Oh wow, not until Act 4. Oh jeez. Okay, so then what about... Multi-strike, that's what I meant. Yes. And again, Act 4. Okay. Well... I could have sworn there's something good I could get. Let's check Act 2 and Act 1 again, I suppose.
You help us, and we help you.
Culling Strike. Not useful. Deadly ailments, I am not ready to jump into just yet. This might come down to faster attacks just for now, which is technically going to be a DPS boost. 732 becomes 904, so I mean, worse things could happen than faster attacks. Just double check Act 1, be absolutely certain that there's nothing better for me.
Yes?
Additional accuracy. Or void manipulation, even. That void manipulation, that might be good. I'd have to double check on it. Or onslaught support could even be good. Nah. Okay. Let's see. I'll check void manipulation. Just do a quick compare. So 904 versus 773. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just stick with faster attacks for now. That works. It's something. And you need to be replaced. Well, I guess the next task then is to get an item with plus intelligence. I don't like the gigantic difference in attack speed between these weapons, but I don't have a lot of a choice in the matter. Well, it's been a while since I tried this person. Let's give him one more try. Oof. Alright. Just have to give up on that for the moment. I need rings, so let's go look up some rings. Rings that add life. And rings that add So I need life, and I need... What's my worst resist? Let's start there. Oh, hey, Tragic. Yeah, that'll be really cool when that comes out. Let's see. Oh, wow, my fire resistance is 3%. No wonder I was getting rocked. Yeah, I'm just going through and trying to shore up some of my character's weaknesses here. You ever play Path of Exile? It's really good. Wow. Dang, there are some really good rings out there. Alright, let's narrow this down a little. Yes, Path of Exile is awesome. Definitely one of the better games I've ever played. So let's see what one Orb of Alchemy can get me. Can get me that ring that is okay, but not exactly what I'm looking for. Let's keep looking. Yeah, this ring would solve a couple problems. Let's see if they take the bite. Take the bait. Yes. Okay. There we go. Got me a nice new ring. So yeah, trading is really easy in Path of Exile and very rewarding. So I lose a little tiny bit of DPS, but gained a whole lot of strength, fire resist, and life. Oh yeah. Because my rings are terrible. So now that I've got my fire resistance shorn up a little bit, what is my next worst? Cold. But I also really need intelligence, so let's see if I can find a ring with intelligence on it. Really need some ice, or is it what they call it? Yeah, they call it cold resist. You need some cold resistance. So what you don't see is I've got I've got a web browser window open where I'm going and I'm saying I very specifically want X, Y, and Z items. Jeez. People are charging outrageous amounts for some kind of low-level items. But you know what? It's not worth anything. My money's not worth anything if I'm dead, so I might as well pay the piper. Something like that. Oof, I don't want to lose all of my money. Like, it's worth it. It's a good ring, but I only have 2 Chaos Orbs, and I'd lose them both to get that ring. Yeah, I am not doing very well on wealth right now. Oh, wait a second. So okay. Yeah. 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 My conclusion is that I am poor. Oh, goodness. So I'm going to not worry about the ring for now, and let's see, what else do I have that's terrible? Well, that ring really is the absolute worst thing I've got. But you know what? Let's see if I can. Oh, no, I'm all out of those now. Shoot. Oh. Oh yeah, that thing's terrible. I could replace that with something better and cheaper. Ooh. Wow, yes, I would really like that. Especially for that price. Nice, tragic. Crap. They're not online. No, you're killing me. They had the exact item that I needed. Well, somebody else also has a pretty decent item, so let's see if I can get that off them. And I just need to figure out another currency exchange rate. Oh my gosh, that thing is terrible. But I am not getting an answer. So ooh. Oh wow, that's even way better. Oh gosh. Hope I get this one. This is definitely worth a chaos to me. Oh yeah, it's really pretty, and just the overall art style is really great. But I just realized I was not searching by level cap. Okay, that explains a few things. Ooh. Oh, that is a really good belt. Crap. Well, it looks like there's some other choices for that. Couple of choices. Let's hope somebody responds. Okay, there we go. Yep, there we go. Got a response. That's going to solve the I can't hold the weapon problem and a little bit of cold resistance issue. My resists are still garbage, so I'm going to have to find a lot more currency items and just keep trying to fix things up. Oh no! Level 93 died at position 22. All that poop socking came to naught. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so much better than what I was using. So let's see, 1068. So yeah, gaining 150 DPS, not bad. Still need to replace that terrible helmet and this terrible ring. Like, those are the really bad items I've got now. So let's see if I can find a ring that will... Actually, let's check my stats. Okay, wow, yeah, my intelligence is still lagging behind a lot, even with that belt. So I need to find a ring that's got, I'm gonna say lightning resistance. Yep, that's definitely my lowest now. So life, intelligence, and lightning resistance. Guess let's sort. Oh, okay, look, I only got 3 results. So not a lot to work with. Jeez. None of these choices are fantastic. Let's see if I can find something better in helmets. Apparently I cannot. Then back to rings I go. And none of these are great rings, so I'm not sure why people are convinced that they should be able to get a chaos out of me for them. Like, one of the rings is pretty decent, but it's not great. Like, the inherent on the ring is that it's got a slot, like it's got a socket, so I don't care. Like, what would I ever do with that socket by itself? I mean, maybe some builds would do something with it, but mine would not. Oh gosh. Alright, well those are my 2 absolute worst slots, so is there... Well, I already replaced all these ones, so... I mean, technically that amulet is not very good. It's just got some stats on it. Maybe I could find a better amulet. But that ring is still really terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what if I drop the life requirement on the ring? See if I can just get lightning resist and intelligence. Nope. Didn't help. Slimmest of Pickens. I know this isn't the most exciting thing to watch, but I'm playing in hardcore mode, and the concern of getting killed is very real. I'm starting to get to the point where I need to have resistances. It's not optional any longer. Ah, crap. Well, you know what? It's just a Chaos Orb. You know what? I could just wait. You know what? That's what I need to do. I need to wait till I actually see something I really want to get. Like that tricorn hat from the person that's AFK. Oh man, I really wanted that. Anything good here? No, I don't think any of this is good. Oh? Oh, it doesn't have any max life on it. That's why I didn't like this. Does have a nice chunk of fire resist on it though. Shoot. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait. Like I'm pretty poor right now, and the stuff that I could have gotten wasn't even very good. So no point in screwing myself. Because like this and that helmet, these are truly terrible, terrible items that I've got to do something about. But in the meantime, all the other upgrades that I got are super good. They're way, way better than what I was using. This is my super tab. It's gigantic. It's 4 times the size of a regular tab. So yeah, you can reorder your tabs, rename them, color them. Well, these are all premium tabs. Regular tabs, I think you can name them, but you can't color them. Or maybe you can't even name them. Shoot, I don't even remember. But the little public thing lets you like this is how I'm finding people's stuff that they have for sale is with the little public check mark. That's true, Tragic. Very true. Although it is that right now, you know, it's almost 6 o'clock. Speaking of, close my work laptop and not care if I get any emails. Let's see. So then, yeah, these are my green gems. My greens, my blues, and my reds. There. Okay, so I could probably sell this, actually. You know what? Let's give it a shot. This is going to be my tab of stuff that I'm charging 1 chaos for. So a 4-link boot that's got 2 resists and movement speed. Maybe I can get a chaos for that. I have no idea. Then we'll see if this tab can get me anything for orbs of alchemy for like the weapons I was using. I might be able to even get an alchemy, a chaos for this. Oh, probably not. But it does have a resist on it. Like, for level 15, that's a really good sword. I'll try putting it in the chaos, see if I can get one for it. Alright, that's kind of it for stuff that could potentially be worth anything at all. Oh, wow. That's intense, Tragic. You would like this game then. You should... Path of Exile's free, dude. You should play this. It's really good. It's like really, really good as a free game as well. I mean, you have to spend a little bit of money to get premium stash tabs so that you can do all the trading. But like, the game has a trade API. Like, it's designed to trade with other players using external websites. It's encouraged even. And I mean, besides that, it's just a really good game. But for right now, I'm just going to get rid of some junk. Junky junk junk.
See you.
I don't think I need to be doing that right now.
How do I leave this group? I think I actually have to open the social tab. There we go. Alright, left the party. Now you can see the fruit of my labor. in the sewers. Alright, so I got a self buff aura called Grace. It's the little white spinny lines around me. Raises my evasion by another 322. That only evades physical attacks, so like bows and swords. Does not evade spells. Then Blood Rage is a self buff I can apply to myself that just raises my damage and lifesteal, but constantly hurts me. Viper Strike is my main attack that I've dumped everything into to make it as badass as possible. Then we got Assassin's Mark, which is a curse I can put on enemies if they're like a big enough deal that they need to be cursed, which isn't going to happen for a while. And then we've got Whirling Blades, which is Whirling Blades. It's fun. You whirl like that. And it lets me pass through enemies would be the main reason I'm a fan of it. So I'm in an area that I've actually already cleared out in the past a little bit. And there's not any real reason for me to hang out here. Oh, there we go. I see where I'm trying to get to. All the way to here. So I just finished the quest that lets me set the wall anus on fire. Onward then. Not exactly, like, yes and no. I mean, I'm gonna build up my life as much as possible. Like, this is hardcore mode, so everybody has to have defenses, you know, because you know what hardcore mode is. You played D2. But like the weapons I just got are so strong. Like you're gonna see, I can one-shot everything. If I don't kill them immediately, the poison will. Like here we go. Oh, tough guy, huh? 3 hits, you're dead. So the way this game works is you choose running out of mana. You choose your skill. So in this case, Viper Strike was the skill that I chose. And as you can see, it gives you a 60% chance to poison on top of doing a pretty decent chunk of your base damage. And then the portion of your physical damage that gets converted to chaos just means that that chaos damage is not blocked by armor. So if you hit somebody, their armor can reduce your physical, but not your chaos. If they have chaos resist, of course, then they can reduce your chaos. But anyway, the other thing about this is then, so this item I'm showing you here has these links between the sockets, and that means that the other gems all influence Viper Strike. So melee physical damage support just means I do 33% more damage with my hits and with my poison. And then faster attack support is just 28% increased attack speed when I use that skill. And then melee splash support is a little more complicated. It doesn't alter the damage I do to my main target in any way. But it does cause me to hit everything around my main target for 32% less damage, but I still get to poison them because Viper Strike does poison. So that's why you notice like I can hit once and kill a group of people and they all get poisoned. And I actually have a higher than 60% chance of poisoning because this dagger has an additional 10%. And then I've got another additional 20% on my skill tree, which, woo, skill tree. Yep, and so here, when I was going into this node to get the 70% increased damage with poison, I knew that I was not capped on my chance to poison in general, so I went ahead and got those two. So the base chance is 60 plus 30 now. The tree is fun. Path of Exile is like the best game. If you like action RPGs, there really is nothing better than this game. So, and then so here's my main defense cluster. Acrobatics is not the same thing as evasion. So like I was saying, that I had evasion from the Grace Aura. That is a separate roll. So like I can make enemies miss with evasion, and then I can also make them miss with acrobatics. So I have a 30% chance to dodge, which is not the same as evade. And this is not impacted by like hardly anything else. It's very, very hard to raise dodge. But these 3 other nodes right after it also raise it. So I actually have a 40% chance to dodge on top of my evasion chance. Right. Well, because this is like the dexterity area of the tree. And that's something you'll learn about the tree, is that it's very thematic. And then finally, you know, after putting all these points in, I get to phase acrobatics. So now I actually do have a 30% chance to dodge spells, not just physical stuff, skills. So like that's a lot of my defense. And then like I've also taken plus life nodes here, plus life and plus life leech. As a Diablo player, I'm sure you're very familiar with life leech. And then you can, in this game, life leech heals you over time unless you get this keystone, and then this keystone says you instantly heal from your life leech, but then life regeneration doesn't do anything. So these keystones are very powerful, but they also kind of shape your decisions and like how you're going to build your character. So this Veil Pact is the next thing I'm going to head for, so that all of my leeched life just heals me very quickly, keeps me at full life as much as possible. I'm also going to want to come down here and get these evasion and life nodes. And then like you can kind of see, the more embellished the node looks, the more it does. So your goal should pretty much always be to be going for like the notables, which are the kind of gold border ones like this, or to get to the keystones, which are these like huge ones. And like, you know, even this keystone has a drawback to it. Like you go all in on life and evasion if you take acrobatics, because you get 50% less. So evasion, armor, and energy shield are kind of like the trifecta of defenses that aren't just your basic life total. And what this is saying is you get this extra 30% chance to dodge everything, but you get 50% less armor and energy shield from all of your equipment and skills and stuff. So you're never going to have a good amount of armor or energy, so you should probably just skip those stats entirely. So it's really pigeonholing your build into, well, the only things I can get that don't get penalized now are evasion and max hit points. So, you know, having that informs the decision to come over here and get this. And then there's other stuff too that like kind of informs how you will build your character. Like, for example, the daggers I'm using, daggers emphasize critical hit. So this one's got 40% global increased critical strike chance. So what that means is this dagger has a 6.5% base chance, and this global increases that by 40%. Not adds, it increases it. So whatever 6.5 times 1.4 is what now my true critical strike is, which is like 10% or whatever, is what that's going to be. And then this one as well. It's just that's what daggers do. So I'm going for kind of a crit poison build, and then to support the crit poison build, then you want to I'm gonna end up going over here and taking like these specific dagger related abilities or notables. So I mean, it's, you know, they're kind of self-explanatory. If you're using daggers, you get a shit ton more damage, speed, and damage from your poison and bleeding. And then down here, Adder's Touch is even more explicit about poison, and it's another reason why a lot of people will combine Critical Strike poison builds. They'll go down and grab Adder's Touch because it's a 30% Critical Strike multiplier is pretty decent. That's the actual damage you do with your Critical Strike. Like, it'll say chance when it means chance, and it'll say multiplier when it means multiplier. So what this is saying is, you know, you have 40% increased damage with poison, which is a lot like what this one down here does. It's 70% down here, but this one also increases your Critical Strike multiplier, which by 30%, and mine is currently Critical Strike multiplier is baseline. It's 150%. So my crits, I'm not sure if my crits do 50% more damage or 150% more damage, but either way, adding another 30% to that will be really, really handy, especially once I get near the crit cap. And the crit cap in this game is 95% because unless you take a specific keystone on the tree that makes it impossible to crit, you only ever have a 95% maximum chance of hitting, and you can't crit more than you can hit. So crits are always capped by your accuracy rating. Stab, stab, stab. Fall down, go boom. Holy shit. What was that? So he cursed me, and I was taking extra damage from fire. So that's kind of a mini boss and a notable opponent. Fight for what I want to fight for.
Had I killed you back in Ariath, I'd have been showered in gold. Where's the justice, eh?
I also have an item filter. It's another third-party program that is very, very supported by the Grinding Gear games, the people that make this. They don't make item filters themselves, but the community does, and they're really good. And they are supported by the game. So yeah, their general is dead now. Feel a little bad that he didn't die faster, but you know what? I didn't curse him. I should have cursed him when I realized, like, oh, I'm not going to kill this guy in 3 hits. I have kind of a funny situation going on right now. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a mod exactly. When you look under the UI menu, you get to pick an item filter file that you put in your documents folder in your computer. All it does is limits what you're allowed to see that drops. So like when I killed these guys, they dropped a battered foil, but it's a crappy weapon with 1 socket and nothing special about it. So my item filter just kind of clears that visual noise for me, so I don't have to care. I don't have to read it. That's really all item filters are for, is just drawing your attention to the items that you tell it you're interested in. And you can also make your own item filter. It's very easy. Yeah, so it doesn't change the game, it just makes it easier to sort the crap from the stuff you should be trying to get. So another thing they do way better than Diablo, and this just started last week, they released 3.0 of the game, and in doing that, they added 6 new acts after the first 4 acts. I'm in Act 3 right now, and they took out cruel and merciless difficulty modes. So you remember D3, how you'd have to play the same 5 acts 3 times? They did away with that in this. Finally, it's no longer a part of the game to have to replay the same content. And it also has an actual end game, which, you know, Diablo didn't really have. And the end game in this is called the Atlas of Worlds, and it is fucking phenomenal. And they added that last summer. I mean, they had maps, but the Atlas just makes maps so much cooler. And yeah, maps are actually items that you find in your inventory. Like, you pick them up and you can modify, and you can make them super hard and then they drop tons of loot, or you can leave them easy peasy and kind of speed run through them. It's totally up to you. The end game is just as customizable as the rest of it. Huh. Here I was thinking that there would be like a way to the Royal Gardens from out here, and I'm not seeing it. And I am tired of running around. Oh, also the minimap can show more detail. I just turned the detail off because I only really need to know, like, where can I run, where can't I run. And I don't like it because it distracts me from, like, how pretty the game itself is. So this is the Lunaris Temple. And the boss of this act is not... This is a really long act. There is a boss at the bottom of this. They're not the final boss of the act, but they are a very... they used to be considered a very difficult boss 2 years ago? 3 years ago? This game's been out for a while now, but they keep it fresh. They keep making it better and better. Like, I'm so excited to go play Acts 6 through 10 that I've never even seen. It's gonna be freaking awesome. So that lockbox there, you can actually use currency items on it and upgrade its quality, but then it spawns tougher monsters. It's sort of like the same idea behind the maps I was talking about. So like my item filter is saying, hey dummy, look at this. Look at this, dummy. Because it's a 4-link. Because 4-links are still pretty uncommon at the stage of the game where I'm at. But the loot filter is smart enough to know that, you know, if I was in a much higher level area than this, oh, it's a 4-link, yeah, you probably don't care because you're, you know, level 60 or whatever, and they drop all the time. Okay, so this is I'm fighting a kind of a special fighter here, getting cursed. Okay, there. I win. Okay, cut that out. Had enough of your crap. Oh, I didn't realize I was fighting this guy. Grand Inquisitor A. That's why all those zombies were so tough that he was raising. My melee splash radius is so big now it actually hits people that are standing behind me. I always like it when it gets that big. So yeah, those dudes are raising the other dudes as zombies. Oh, there you are. I was like, where's the next one? Oh, there's another one of you doing it. Game's pretty dark like that. You know, like the bad guys are re-raising their own people as zombies and stuff. There's also a gigantic story that's really good and cool and big. There's lots of world building that went into this game. I don't know, like, pick a reason to love a video game, and this probably does it at this point. What's up, big guy? Hope you like being poisoned to death. Excuse me. Alright. Need some chapstick. Ouch. So yeah, your potions in this, again, something they did way better than any other action RPG. Your potions restore themselves. So like, you take a swig out of one of the 5 potions on your belt by pressing 1 through 5 on your keyboard, and then as you kill stuff, they refill. So you don't ever have to like go and buy potions in the sense of they're like consumable and they run out. These never run out. You just have to kill stuff and then they're full again. Those enemies were special. They had powerful crits as a modifier. These statues can get up and start attacking me. Also, check out the grisly detail here. It's a pool of blood filled with dead bodies. Yeah. So this used to be some kind of empire. At some point. Then something really bad happened. Okay, so yeah, I did miss however you get to the garden, but I don't need to go to the garden right away. I mean, I need to go there, but not right now. And yeah, things just get...
I was once off my tits for 3 days after taking bad leaf drops. Felt just like this place.
So yeah, my shadow was an assassin and a criminal before being exiled. So I think he's talking about a bad acid trip. Also, potions do stuff in this besides just refill life and mana. Like you can see, my middle potion is actually a resist all potion. Well, all elementals. Chaos doesn't count as an element. It's like this weird fourth category that you have to resist by specifically resisting it. Level up. So every level you get a new point for the grid. And so my current goal is to get 3 more points and go grab Veil Pact, and then also like fill all this out to get more life. And then I showed you that dagger area. Now that I'm wielding 2 daggers, I'll need to get up on that. No, you don't get to run away from me and shoot at me. I'll get you. And dead. So what's the drawback to having melee splash, you ask?
You there. Let me bend your ear for a moment. Even more full of yourself than last time, I see. The bigger the head, the badder the fall, my old man used to say. Walk around Wraeclast with an attitude like that, and you're going to wind up in some Undying's larder. Allow me to arrange the beating of some sense back into you.
This guy.
So here's how this works. You take...
Let's fight. Let's see how long you last.
Taught you how to fight. You must. Now here I was going on about your inflated head, but it was my head that got shrunk faster than a pair of testicles in an ice bath. I won't be underestimating you again. Well now, don't the spirit of Deresso smile on you. I'm still his favorite, of course, but he's got plenty of love to go around. Speaking of sharing love, come see me on your next jaunt into the Sarn and Cabin. I reckon we've got some talking to do.
So yeah, Vigan is quite a character, to put it mildly. There's 6 different masters, as they're called in this game, that you do quests for, like that right there. And after doing those quests, you get reputation with them, and as your rep with them grows, you get access to all kinds of nice things from them, usually related to getting items or like trading currencies. It kind of establishes a baseline rate of the various currencies. That's some screaming. Ambient noise. But yeah, this game is kind of single-handedly responsible for barely anybody taking Diablo 3 seriously. Wham, bam. And again, it was pointing out that that item because it was a 4-link. But I've already got a 4-link for my weapon, or for my main attack skill, so I don't really care that much. Jeez, look at that pile. And down they go. I unfortunately have given Diablo 2 many chances over the years. Like, I did play Necromancer for a week when it came out recently, but it's just not a good game, and there doesn't seem to be anything they can do about how not a good game it is, and I'm really not sure like what they can do to make like a Diablo 4 except try to do what Path of Exile has done, but just being another Path of Exile won't make it a good game. So I don't know, Blizzard's kind of fucked. Like, I think they have completely lost control of the action RPG as like something that they should be known for. Unfortunately, this game is not out on consoles yet. It's about to be. It's either just now released on Xbox or it's about to be on Xbox, but like people with Xboxes can play this game soon. It is coming. And I'm pretty sure it'll still be free for them too. Okay. And I need to be careful because I think the fight with Piety is about to begin. And she is definitely going to be the hardest thing I've fought up to this point. Yeah, that would be it. I mean, they more or less created the genre, but then they just kind of just threw it away and let somebody else come in and do better. So Piety is no joke, and I'm gonna have to rely on this Bismuth flask to try and not get killed because she casts spells constantly. My resistances are all half of what they could be, or less. If I had more money, I'd try to get more resistances before I do this, but I don't, so here I go. She was the boss of the entire game at one point. Oh good, I'm really severely hurting her. I like that. And even when she teleports away, the poison's still fucking with her. Good. Yep, okay. I don't know what I was worried about. Look at that. Down she goes.
Damn you! I try not to take my work personally, but you, Piety, are a satisfying exception.
I mean, those weapons that I traded for, they were worth all of me being poor. Like, all of the currency that I had that I dumped into getting those weapons, right there. Totally worth it. Okay, I'm gonna go sell some stuff. So yeah, here's Vagan, that guy I was fighting.
I've just been putting some finishing touches on a few martial bits and bobs. Rather nifty they are, if I do say so myself. In fact, I do believe I'm getting better at this frontier shopkeeper malarkey all the time. Certainly developing an eye for quality at any rate. Must be your good influence rubbing off me. So feel free to peruse my wares anytime you like. Mates rates guaranteed.
Anyways, so like I picked up this sword even though it's not special at all because it's got 3 different colors linked, and that always trades for a chromatic orb. That's the whole reason I picked that up. That helmet is terrible. And this one is also terrible. But this one's evasion. Alright. So because this one has evasion on it, even though they're both terrible, this is less terrible. And same here, like see this, so this is a magic item, it's a blue, you know, versus a yellow being a rare. And it's, I don't care, really, I don't care what its properties are because it's just a blue, those don't usually trade for much, but it's got the tricolor links, so I picked it up. And then there, I'm going to get all these currency items. There's no gold in this game. I forget if I told you that already or if you kind of figured it out on your own. Yeah, there's no gold in this game. All of the currency in this does something. So like this tab here is my currency tab. It's a special tab that I paid real money for, but you don't have to have these. It just helps you organize. And you know, they earned it, is how I feel about any of the money I spend on this game. They totally earn it all. Because it's so free. But yeah, so these are all the currency items that people trade for items and use to make items. Oh. And see, I'm keeping these off by themselves because of they all have something in common. They all have a quality modifier, so I'm putting them off by themselves because I'm going to use that quality modifier to do a trade to get an upgrade thing. Ooh, I don't want that.
Happy to share my hard-earned wisdom.
You are the true spirit of Makor, the shark. Not the cowardly beast that sinks its teeth into the lonely swimmer. You strike the Waikoam, the canoe, spilling a feast of men into the water. Hunters turn hunted that you dine on at your pleasure. Have this, Makor.
Yay. Jeez, so they added some new skills, but I can't use any of these with my build. They're all pretty cool, but not for me.
The most worthy of prey, Makoru. Piety, the mistress of corruption. I'm not saying that the war is over, but you've given Wraeclass a much-needed respite. Because of you, this land lives to see another dawn. And don't forget that you've done Grigor and Clarissa a justice. Goodbye.
Piety's off to meet the Maker, is she? I'd love to be a fly on the wall of that little chat. Bring me back something nice.
I like that guy.
Wherever he is, I'm sure Tormund knows what you've done. I know you didn't do it for him or for me.
So yeah, she sells a bunch of active skills that are pretty good, but that I don't have a use for in this build. I need some support gems that don't become available until Act 4 to kind of finish off what I'm doing.
Watch yourself.
The Gemling Queen? She's impossible. How did she survive? Why is she not one of the Undying? No, these questions can wait. There's a more pressing one. Is she safe from the Ebony Legion? You've been busy. With the spool back where it belongs, the Riggins should be able to keep the Ebony Legion at bay. We've both seen what they can do to a man. Whether you were saving your own skin or thinking of others, it matters little to me. You succeeded where I did not. You have stood. Piety dies amongst her abominations, her warped dream taunting her, maddeningly out of reach. As a poet...
Booyah. Skill point.
Unfortunately, Piety was simply a puppet of a greater force. You've cut the strings, but the master remains. Dominus. That key you've picked up, I heard the blackguards talk of it. It's the one key to the Scepter of God on the northern edge of the Blackguard encampment. Only Piety was with it. Goodbye.
Boom. One step closer to Veil Pact. Has to smell pretty bad in there.
How you going?
Alright, so only a couple spots left to go, and then Act 3 is done. I gotta get up for a bit. I think I'm gonna be done streaming for tonight. I've been at it for a couple hours now. So, thanks for watching if you're still there. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time.